Jack, it's funny. I never mentioned that we didn't have effort. I looked at it. It's 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It was a tie score. So at least at that point, we still had effort.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We didn't sustain our play. We missed a lot of open shots. I don't think it had a lot to do with effort last night. I thought the last 5 minutes did when we were down 16, and you can see us giving in. But up until that point, I thought our effort was very good. I thought our execution wasn't great as far as making open shots and some of our defensive execution. But I didn't think it was an effort issue. I think it's an easy thing now. When we don't win, it was effort. And last night, I really didn't. I didn't think it was effort. I thought it was, against Cleveland, your tie score, you have the ball 2 times in a row and you turn it over. We had it at 68. We turned it over, got it again, turned it over again, and then we missed 4 free throws in a row. I don't think that had anything to do with effort on that one. So, that has been.
You just said 5 minutes ago.
4 minutes.
For the last 5 minutes, you're down 16, and you guys.
Yeah, then I
okay
did. I
with that
thought
even, though?
no, I'm not. But I'm not as worried about that as I am why we got down 16.
I understand.
I was more concerned with that. That happens in games. You know that. You've been around this long enough to understand that. They came in with a great spirit. They wanted to win the game. They had a chance to win the game, and then when it slipped away in their minds, they were disappointed. To me, that's a human reaction, and I can live with that part of it. It's funny. I was asked that a bunch, boy, the effort, because that's what everybody reads. And I didn't see it the same way last night. When you watch that film, you see guys playing pretty hard. You actually see guys getting frustrated because they're hard played. In some points last night wasn't paying off for them. We get Perk a couple, point blank layups. We get guys wide open, they're not going in, and then their frustration level rise. I thought it was more of that last night than anything. But that bothered me too, honestly, because that can't bother you. Just because you play hard does not guarantee you're going to play well. And you got to hang in there until things turn your way. And I thought, it was a game of pushes. If you watch that game, they got out to a quick start. We called a timeout, then we took the lead, then they made a run. It was that type of game until they got to that point. And then they made one more push, and we didn't push back. And so to me, that was the area.
Let me ask you a question. A couple of guys here tonight, just pregame. They're not. What I heard twice was, well, we're not afraid of them anymore. You can obviously sense.
Well,
that.
they shouldn't be. It's funny. I read the article, and I told you guys this the other day. I read a long article that, and it talked about how teams are no longer afraid of us, and that if we lack the urgency, even the players were saying that. And then I told them it's the LA Times. It was Lamar Odom. It was Phil Jackson. It was Kobe Bryant. It was Paul Gasol talking. And I said, you got to earn for people to be afraid of you. The first half of the year, we did earn that. And then, I think everybody conveniently forgets that the second half of the year, when we were 25-5, we were completely healthy. We had injuries, and we struggled. And now we're trying to get it back. But it didn't just go away because the healthy group stopped playing. It went away for a good reason. And what we failed to do is been able to put it back together yet. And that's what we're working on.
Doc, you obviously won a title, you've lost 18 in a row in another season. How are you handling the challenge of coaching this team?
In some ways, it's very enjoyable. I know that sounds crazy because it's a group that you've had to, get your hands dirty. Really. I mean, you've had to dive into this group, and, it's a push buttons and, get on different guys that you would never thought you would have to. It's just been in some ways that's been very difficult, but in some ways it's been a joyous challenge, I guess you can say. And this is a very challenging year. I'm excited by it in a crazy way. I am. I think we can get this right. It'll be an unbelievable challenge, and it'll be if you get it right, it'll be an unbelievable feeling at the end because you had to do it.
Something Perk said after the game yesterday was that he wishes everybody in that room believed in themselves the way you believe in them. How do you accomplish that?
Well, by keep telling them what I see. He's basically telling you what I told them a week ago, and then told them again last night. And I said, I don't care how frustrating it gets for me. I see it, and if you see it or not, I see it. and I'm going to get it out of you. And that's what I told him after the game last night. And I said, I don't know how. We're going to keep working at it. And I told him, I will get it out of you. I see it.